speak, pain is taking away more and more from your life. And unless you take action, it's going to get worse. And that's no way to live. Not when there's a Rejuvenex clinic nearby. Because the power of Toradol, joined with the wonder of hyaluronic acid, can alleviate your pain. And it can allow you to start living your life again. This is Rejuvenex founder Richard Salinas. At as low as $65 per injection per joint, Rejuvenex treatments are affordable. They're FDA approved. And in many cases, our patients pay nothing at all because insurance, including Medicare and Medicaid, pay for them. If your pain just won't go away, you should call Rejuvenex today.
Rejuvenex. Alleviate your pain. Rejuvenate your life.
Google reviews will tell you it's worth a try.
With the fall colors setting in, now is the time to experience the historic Fox and Hound Supper Club and the beautiful drive through the Kettle Moraine Forest and get your free dinner. WTMJ's John Mercure here. When you buy one dinner, your second dinner is free at the Fox and Hounds. Ice cream, drinks, desserts, always buy one, get one free. Don't you just love a great, perfectly prepared steak? Your second steak dinner is free. Steak and lobster, that delicious tender lobster, roast duck, salmon, big fresh salad, any entree, buy one, get one free. That's spectacular. Unwind with an old-fashioned, choose from over 20 bourbons, 100 wines, 8 beautiful, unique dining rooms. The Fox and Hounds, just off Highway 167 near Holy Hill, one of the most spectacular fall drives in Wisconsin. The Friday haddock fish fry, one of the best. All you can eat. All other dinners are buy one, get one free. Dinner starts at 4. Get early. And now serving lunch on Saturdays from 11. Tables are open. Make a quick call. Reserve your table at my favorite spot, the Fox and Hounds.
The Brewers are ready for fall. As for the Cardinals, well, they fell off a long time ago.
Ranging to his left is Durbin. Field spins and throws to first in time.
The Brewers take on the Cardinals at Busch Stadium. Our coverage starts tonight at 6 with Brewers warm-up. We are your home for the Milwaukee Brewers. News Radio 620, WTMJ, Milwaukee.
It's 12 o'clock. I'm Greg Matzek. This is Wisconsin's Midday News for Friday, September 19th. Your top story, parents charged with neglect.
I'm Jessica Tighe. The first step to avoid a government shutdown.
Partly sunny today, a high of near 75 degrees. A chance of showers and thunderstorms mainly after 10 o'clock this evening. Mostly cloudy skies tonight and a low of 64. It's 70 and mostly sunny in Milwaukee. At 12:01 from the WTMJ breaking newsroom, 2 parents accused of leaving their 6 children locked in a Milwaukee storage unit now face multiple child neglect charges. WTMJ's Adam Roberts is live in the Breaking News Center with details just in.
Greg, the criminal complaint we have obtained stating a call for a crying baby inside the store safe unit near 27th and Silver Spring alerted police to the situation very early Tuesday.
We believe a baby is locked in one of the storage lockers.
After the padlock was cut, officers finding 6 children living in, quote, putrid conditions with the bucket for the children to go to the bathroom in, no lights, electricity, or running water. Officers then finding the parents, Charles Dupriest and Asia Zielinski, asleep in a car with the family dog. Zielinski admitting the children had been living in the unit for 1.5 months. Both now face multiple child neglect charges, with Dupriest also facing a firearm charge.
WTMJ's Adam Roberts.
The search for a Pewaukee native accused of killing his 3 young daughters appears to have come to an end.
Travis Decker, an expert in wilderness survival from his time in the military, was believed to have been hiding out in the mountains of Washington state after investigators said he killed his 3 young daughters during a parental visit in May. They were murdered at a campsite near Leavenworth, Washington. Now, human remains have been found in a remote area near Leavenworth. The local sheriff saying they are believed to be Decker's remains, but a positive ID is still pending. Alex Stone, EBC News.
Well, finally approving a release plan for a Slender Man stabber.
8 months after Morgan Geyser was initially granted conditional release, a judge has signed off on the latest plan for her to leave Winnebago Mental Health Institute. This comes after a previous plan that would have placed her at a Sun Prairie facility became public and was subsequently scrapped due to protests from the community. Court records say her latest placement plan signed off on Wednesday is confidential. Geyser will have GPS monitoring and medication monitoring during her release. Jessica Gatso, WTMJ News.
Geyser was found not guilty by reason of mental defect in 2014 for attempting to stab her classmate, Peyton Loiter.
The House passes a short-term spending bill that would avoid a partial government shutdown on October 1st. That bill now goes to the Senate. Democratic leaders are opposed and are threatening a shutdown if Republicans don't allow them a say. Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson.
I think we only had one Democrat come along with us on that, and that's shameful in my opinion, because we could have turned this into a partisan measure, and we chose not to do that. We're trying to operate in good faith here.
The bill would generally continue existing funding levels through November 21st. The Senate is expected to take up the House-passed bill later today, as well as a Democratic proposal, but neither is expected to advance.
President Trump connects via phone with China's President Xi on more than just TikTok.
President Trump is calling his phone call Friday morning with China's President Xi, quote, very productive, but he didn't announce specifics on a deal to transfer ownership of TikTok to U.S. companies. He said only, quote, appreciate the TikTok approval. Earlier this week, he said a framework deal had been reached. The president said he'll meet with Xi at a World Leaders Summit in South Korea next month and intends to travel to China in the early part of next year, with a visit to the U.S. by Xi at an appropriate time. He said they also discussed trade, Russia's war in Ukraine, and fentanyl. Karen Travers, ABC News, the White House.
Time for news about your money. The WTMJ Annex Wealth Management Market Update. A lot of green here this afternoon. The Dow up 130 points at 46,275. NASDAQ up a little over 100 points at 22,578. And the S&P up about 20 this afternoon at 66.52. Annex Comprehensive Wealth, Annex Private Client, Annex Ignite. Financial planning at every level. For details, visit annexwealth.com.
The Brewers can lock up the division this weekend. Sports, traffic, and weather are next. Outdoor Living Unlimited, WTMJ News Time is 12:05.
Hey, it's WTMJ's Kristen Bry. If you're looking for a new dentist, you should check out my dentist, Dr. James Michaels at Economwalk Dental Care. Dr. Michaels is committed to providing you with the highest level of care possible. I can assure you that he will prioritize your needs no matter how sensitive, just like he did with mine. If you're due for a dental visit, Economwalk Dental Care has an $89 new patient special, so you can get the care that you need at an affordable price. In addition to my exam, Dr. Michael's staff provided a gentle, professional cleaning that left my mouth feeling smooth and rejuvenated. Listen, we all have to go to the dentist, so do not put it off any longer. Check out Economwalk Dental Care at drmichaelsdentalcare.com or give them a call at 262-567-7224. Start 2025 on a good note by feeling confident about your smile and go see my dentist, Dr. James Michaels at Economwalk Dental Care.
You'll get a new heat pump system, a new furnace, and a full home duct cleaning all together as a package at about half price. Half price! That's how it all shakes out. Not a gimmick. And both the furnace and the heat pump system are high-quality units. This is Anthony Zanevsky. All you have to do is purchase a heat pump system from Quality, and you'll get a free furnace and a free duct cleaning. All totaled, the cost would be about $20,000. When you add in the new tax incentives that you'll get back at the end of the year, you're going to end up paying about half. That's about $10,000 for a high-quality furnace, heat pump system, and a full home duct cleaning. It's limited time. And last time we did this, the units went pretty fast. So if your home needs a new furnace upgrade and a heat pump system that can act as a brand new AC system as well as a furnace backup, take advantage while you can and cut your energy bills substantially. Call Quality and get them while they're hot.
Call Quality for the signature service you deserve.
Call Quality. Heating, cooling, plumbing, and electric.
Time for WTMJ Sports Update from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All Sports Desk. The Brewers' magic number to clinch the NL Central down to 4 after Thursday night's win over the Angels, coupled with the Cubs' loss to the Reds. Milwaukee can lock up the division this weekend in St. Louis. Game 1 of a 3-game series against the Cardinals takes place tonight, with coverage beginning following the 6 o'clock news. And Packers tight end Tucker Kraft suffers a knee injury during Thursday's practice, making his status for Sunday's game against the Browns unclear. Through 2 weeks, Kraft is Jordan Love's leading receiver.
I love what he's doing. He's playing really fast. He's making big-time plays, but he's always been a reliable guy. He's got sure hands. He makes plays when the ball's in his air, and he's always trying to get that extra yak. So I think it's just confidence.
Packers are 7.5-point favorites for Sunday's game, a noon kickoff from Cleveland.
Checking out the roads with your WTMJ Time Saver traffic. We do have a crash in Ozaukee County. I-43 North, right around the ramp from County C. The right shoulder is blocked due to a crash. Not a ton of traffic out there right now, so that is good news. But I did want to let you know that we are still dealing with the remnants of that. I can see the semi off to the side of the road. I-43 North, right around the ramp from County C. Right shoulder is blocked in Ozaukee County because of a crash.
Partly sunny today, a high near 75 degrees. There is a chance of showers and some thunderstorms, mainly after 10 o'clock tonight. Otherwise, mostly cloudy, a low of 64. Some lingering rain on Saturday. Showers are possible also in the afternoon after 1 o'clock. Mostly cloudy, high near 75. Sunday, rain chances exist, mostly cloudy, with a high of 75 degrees. It's currently 70 and sunny in Milwaukee at 12:08.
Live from the Annex Wealth Management Studios in downtown Milwaukee, it's Wisconsin's Midday News, making stories come to life. Now, here are your hosts, Greg Matzek and Jessica Tighe.
Does National Talk Like a Pirate Day do anything for you?
Oh, I know it does something for you.
Well, I did a little bit. It used to. I like the pirate puns. I like to, throw in the things like, are you ready to begin today's show? But I don't know.
What do you mean it used to? I remember the first year of the show, and we're only in, year 2 here. You were all about this day.
Well, I also wanted to do it on days where it wasn't National Talk Like a Pirate Day, which I know you found concerning.
That's a little weird.
It is a little bit strange. Happy to have you with us here. It's the Friday edition of Wisconsin's Midday News. We'll take you till 3 o'clock.
It's now at noon on Wisconsin's Midday News.
We start with a WTMJ exclusive. The Milwaukee man found guilty of killing and dismembering 19-year-old Shawnee Robinson has been moved to a facility outside of Wisconsin. 35-year-old Maxwell Anderson is serving a life sentence without the possibility of parole. State records confirm he was moved out of state, but they don't indicate where he's being held right now. That's typically done for security reasons. I reached out to the attorney who represented Anderson during the trial. Anthony Cotton confirms Anderson was indeed transferred out of Wisconsin, but says he doesn't know why or where he is now. A move like this is extremely rare, but it has happened in Wisconsin before. Jake Patterson, the man who abducted Jamie Kloss and killed her parents, was moved down to Wisconsin to a prison in New Mexico. So was Chai Vang, who shot and killed 6 deer hunters in the North Woods of Wisconsin. Vang was sent to a prison in Iowa.
Number 2, a CDC advisory committee meeting for a second day to discuss new vaccine recommendations. The committee agrees to table a vote on making new recommendations for hepatitis B vaccines. Also being discussed today, the COVID-19 vaccine and whether to restrict its use. CBS's Mark Strassman reporting from outside CDC headquarters in Atlanta.
Right now, we're all used to having the choice about whether to get the vaccine. What the committee is discussing now is whether to restrict that access to higher risk people, that is, people who are either 65 or 75 years old and up, or people who are younger than that but have some medical complication that puts them in a higher risk category, and then typically only with a doctor's prescription. So that would be a fundamental change.
On Thursday, the committee voted to change its recommendation, stating the MMRV combined vaccine should not be given to children under 4 years old. Instead, they advised children in this age group should receive separate MMR and chickenpox vaccines.
The Milwaukee Brewers just announced a postseason pocket pancake breakfast.
I got a little pocket pancake right here that I munch on. They're wonderful. You want some?
That's right. They're taking the shtick further. Fans are invited to the postseason pocket pancake breakfast at American Family Field in the parking lots next Friday morning from 6 to 9. Get your pocket pancakes and see Brewers manager Pat Murphy. Brewers Hall of Famer Robin Yount, Green Bay Packers legend Donald Driver, and former Badger football and NFL player Derek Watt will also be there helping to prep the pancakes, we're told. The first 3,000 fans get a pocket pancake t-shirt, complete, Greg, with a pocket to fill. The t-shirt has a pocket where you can put a pocket pancake.
I don't know how you couldn't have that, right? Take it as far as it can go.
Oh, my goodness. They're also debuting Murph's Maple Syrup, an extra bonus. A polka band will perform. Hello, Milwaukee. Too busy to stop and enjoy in on all the fun? They're going to have a drive-through as well. Just drive on in and get yourself a sleeve of pocket pancakes.
This kind of reminds me of the cream puff drive-up sort of thing, right? You pull up at State Fair Park where they're broadcasting, grab your cream puffs and move on. It's a pancake version of that, I guess. And really any reason for Donald Driver to be in Wisconsin or Milwaukee doing something around something.
With that big smile.
Yeah, can't go wrong with that, can you?
Oh, I love it. They're making it easy with the drive-in.
Well, it's possible at that time the Brewers will have locked down the NL Central Division, too, which puts a little added layer, a little icing on top of that pancake, I guess. 12:13 on WTMJ. We've told you about fire ants and murder hornets. Now this. We'll explain. Now at noon, sponsored by Flanners Home Entertainment. It's sound advice at the best price. Visit Flanners.com and just press play. Hey, it's WTMJ's Greg Matzek here for Flanner's Home Entertainment. Does the audio and video system in your home need an upgrade? Well, Flanner's has all the solutions and the installation experts to simplify and upgrade your home entertainment experience. Forget about the impersonable big box stores and risky online purchases. You go with locally owned Flanner's, where quality service, the best brands, and guaranteed best price remain top priorities. Stop by Flanner's in West Dallas, Grafton, or at Flanners.com. Sound advice at the best price. Just press play.
Do you have 3 ex-wives and your current trophy wife wants a life insurance policy 3 times the size of the policies you had to purchase for your previous mistakes? If so, you need to call Big Lou at Term Provider, 800-859-3220. Big Lou is intimately familiar with your problems, and if you're 50 to 60 years old and in reasonably good health, a $1 million policy should only cost about $100 to $200 per month. Big Lou may have a solution for your previous policies as well. You may even save enough money to lighten the load on your new $1 million policy. Remember, call Big Lou. He's like you, except he's only on number 2. Call Term Provider at 800-859-3220. That's 800-859-3220 for $1 million in term life insurance that you can live with. Call Big Lou at 800-859-3220. 800-859-3220.
I know you have a great dog, right? But you know there's room for improvement. At Sit Means Sit Dog Training, we can help. Our attention-based training system uses modern technology to help you better communicate with your dog, even in high distraction. When you schedule a free consultation with us, you will have the opportunity to see our training in action and meet for yourself our happy dogs off leash and under control. Contact Sit Means Sit today at 262-361-3641 or find us on the web at sitmeansitwaukesha.com to schedule your free consultation so you can have a happy, confident, and obedient dog.
Well, pretty nice day today, a high of 75 degrees. We could have some rain moving in, mainly after 10 o'clock this evening. That could linger into tomorrow morning. Another chance of rain after 1. So kind of an unstable weekend here. Temperatures around the mid-70s with some pops of sun, some pops of clouds, and some pops of rain all kind of mixed in. We'll get a better idea on timing with Brian Desnansky coming up at about 1:35 this afternoon. It's 70, mostly sunny. Pleasant day in Milwaukee at 12:16. Well, rest assured, if there's a wacky insect making headlines for all the wrong reasons, we're going to tell you about it here on Wisconsin's Midday News. From fire ants to murder hornets to kissing bugs. Now, we have told you about kissing bugs before, but now the CDC is weighing in. So is ABC's Jim Ryan. Hi, Jim.
Yeah, Greg, the CDC, Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, says it's a problem in a growing number of places. Wisconsin is not one of them. There's sort of a northern tier all across the northern part of the country, a stripe that runs across where the kissing bug has not yet been found. I assume it's too cold up there, but across the rest of the country in something like 29 states, the thing has been found. Human infections of the Chagas disease thought to have been caused by bites from the kissing bug are found in 8 states. So, yeah, it appears to be something that's on the rise as this thing has migrated north from Latin America.
So, Jim, of course, we have a lot of people who travel outside of Wisconsin. What exactly is the kissing bug, and how can people recognize one if they see it?
Well, it's about the size of a penny. It has a flat black body, yellow, orange, or red markings along its sides, kind of elongated, if you will. It's almost like a beetle or something. It's fairly small. And I call it kissing bug because the history has shown that, especially in Latin America, but now here, it tends to bite people while they're asleep, bites them near their lips, hence the name kissing bug. It also might bite you up around the eyes. It doesn't hurt when it bites. That's part of the problem. People don't realize when they're being bitten, whether they're asleep or awake. And so that's an issue here. But Chagas disease can be fairly serious, Jessica. I mean, we're talking about something that can cause fever, fatigue, body aches, can cause heart complications, not only in people, but in dogs and other domesticated animals. So, yeah, this is an issue that appears to be on the rise. Also, part of the complication is that in the acute stage, soon after you're bitten, you may or may not feel symptoms. You might not feel symptoms until the chronic phase years after you're bitten.
Wow.
Well, it kind of looks like a box elder bug. It's not a bad description of it. We see those floating around Wisconsin, throughout the course of a given year. Is there any vaccine or any way to sort of prevent Chagas disease, Jim, or does that not exist yet?
Not really, no. You can treat the symptoms, and that's mainly what they do when they try to deal with this. But there's no cure for it. There are parasitic drugs that they try to give if it turns out that you've been bitten by this thing. But in terms of a cure, no, not yet.
Is there a way for people to protect their homes or yards or even the pets?
Well, in the same thing that you would do to kind of fly-proof your home or mosquito-proof your home, making sure the screens are in good repair. You don't have big gaps around the door, that you keep the windows closed to try to keep this critter out of your house, because once it's in the house, then that's when you have the issue. So if you're doing something that will keep mosquitoes out of your house, then you should be protected from the kissing bug too.
Well, it's on the move. I was reading a recent CDC journal article. It argued that Chagas disease should be considered an endemic in the United States. Previously, it was just a concern for travelers, so a sign that this thing is starting to move.
Well, right. Endemic means that it's settled in and it's not going anywhere in places like, California, Arizona, New Mexico, Texas, and across the southern tier. It's sort of settled in and it's staying here. That's what endemic means. But it does appear to be moving gradually north. Now, will it make it to Michigan and Wisconsin and to North Dakota? Maybe, maybe not. It could be that's as far north as it'll go because simply can't handle the colder weather.
Well, my first experience with fire ants came in Texas, Jim, the great state of Texas. You can keep those down there. That was a nasty encounter. I was changing a water cool on a golf course for a golf tournament, and all of a sudden my leg was on fire.
Oh, yeah, they do bite, and it does hurt. This thing, the bite of this, and when you're bitten. Not so with the kissing bug. You might not even realize that you were bitten, and that therein lies the problem.
Keep those kissing bugs away.
Yeah, Jim, stay safe down there and watch out for the murder hornets as well. Those are nasty.
And the fire ants.
Yes, indeed. Have a great weekend, Jim. Take care.
All right, thanks, Jim.
See you guys.
You bet. ABC's Jim Ryan. Coming up next, hey, how about an open water swim in the Chicago River? We'll explain.
Welcome back to Ask Hasselus.
That big online store has special days with ridiculously low prices. So why don't you?
We do.
You do? When?
Every day. Our 35 beds from the top 5 brands start at $393. Free next day delivery, too.
Wow.
Yeah. Plus, through Monday, get a free box spring or take an equal amount off an adjustable base.
I guess you could say that now is a prime time to buy.
Open 9 to 9. Find an employee-free showroom near you at Hasselus.com.
Hey, all month long, pull up the Potawatomi Casino Hotel in Milwaukee and shoot your shot for big wins during the Sweet Ticket September. It's going on right now through the rest of the month. Greg Matzek here encouraging you to check out all the things that are new at Potawatomi Hotel and Casino and play with your rewards card for entries this month. Score triple drawings on Thursday, and you can win some incredible prizes. Cash, rewards play, tickets to see the Bucks, and more, all part of Sweet Ticket September. I'll be there Monday night at the Sportsbook with Gary Ellerson for our Potawatomi Sportsbook Football Monday, recapping the game and games this weekend in professional football. Check us out. Sweet Ticket September, Potawatomi Sportsbook, Football Mondays, all that and more. Wonderful food, great restaurants. You're going to enjoy it. It's Potawatomi Casino Hotel in Milwaukee. Must be 21 years or older and a rewards member to play.
I'm Jean Nemovitz of Bruce's team. Together with my husband Bruce and our dedicated team members, Erica and Cindy, we're here to guide you through one of life's biggest transitions, moving from your longtime home to a new one. With empathy, kindness, and understanding, we'll walk with you every step of the way, making the process as smooth and stress-free as possible. Let us take you from overwhelmed to I can do this. Call us today at 262-242-6177 or visit brucesteam.com.
I'm here to help. This is your WTMJ Fix-It Show host, David Nason, with expert advice for our listeners. If you're dealing with leaks, stains, or cracks in your basement, it's time to call my trusted friends at Accurate Basement Repair. And you know what? You'll get a free expert evaluation on me. You just tell them David Nason, the Fix-It guy, told me to call. Don't let basement issues mess up your home. Trust Accurate Basement Repair to get the job done right. And again, that's Accurate Basement Repair, 414-744-6900 or accuratebasementrepair.com.
All right, every once in a while I read a headline and I think it's from The Onion. I have to do my double checking. Like, wait a minute, this is real? We're doing this? This is an actual thing. Well, this is real. If you're looking to get a little exercise in before the Packers game on Sunday, here's an idea for you. How about an open water swim in the Chicago River?
It's happening this Sunday. It's going to be starting where? At the Dearborn Street Bridge right there. There's going to be a 1 mile long swim and a 2 mile long swim, with the finish line being along the Clark Street Bridge.
That's Jake Hamilton. He's from Good Day, Chicago. The river, once heavily polluted by industrial waste, has been closed to swimmers for 98 years.
I'm not jumping in that one. Who's going in first?
2025. Let's rip that apart and get in. Chicago's Chief Sustainability Officer Angela Tovar says conditions are improved and the river is indeed safe to swim in.
Our river is tested quite frequently. We're going to test it on a daily basis, but we are well below the threshold for what would be considered a polluted river. So this is a time to reimagine and to rethink what you think of when you think of the Chicago River.
Does this remind you of any story that we may have done in the last calendar year or so?
Yes.
What's coming to mind, Jessica?
The Milwaukee River. Well, here's the thing, though. Every time I think about this, because I know some people are like, I'm not swimming in there. But I'll never forget, it was for the triathlon. My niece was actually part of it a couple years back, and they were jumping into the water by Discovery World and doing the races. And I thought that was so cool. It was such a neat little spot.
I get it. It looks cool.
You're like, but I'm not going in.
But the water are you kidding me? This also reminds me of the Seine River in Paris. Remember the most recent Olympics? Like, this is a huge story. You haven't been able to swim in the Seine River in Paris for well over 100 years.
But then people were getting sick when they went in, right?
Exactly.
The athletes. And
it
all
was
of a sudden, wait, we better think about this more.
Reportedly cleared for open water swimming amid controversy at the most recent Summer Olympics. And what did they have to do? They had to delay the start of the triathlon because, the water levels, things aren't good. It rained last night, so now we've got a problem. Like, it was a whole big issue. Ultimately, some folks ended up getting into the water and getting sick, and the triathlon did ultimately execute the way that they had intended. But this is a problem. And then who could forget this story? In 2004, I remember this story, and it was not good. Remember the Dave Matthews Band making headlines after its tour bus dumped 800 pounds of poop on the people on a tour boat underneath the Kinsey Street Bridge? Don't drink the water. Yeah, don't drink that water.
Don't drink the water.
Nice play on that one.
Don't get close to that water. The band agreed to pay a $200,000 amount to settle the lawsuit in response to that particular incident. So I don't know how many people are still illegal dumping their dumpings into the water there in Chicago, but yeah, I'm good. I'm not getting into that water, but 400 people will be this weekend. They got 400 people, including some former Olympians.
Wow, that's a lot.
It's a big event. They're making a big deal out of it.
Guess what else is in the water?
I don't even know.
His face, for those of you streaming.
What isn't in the water in the Chicago River, or the Milwaukee River for that matter?
Here's the thing. In the timing of this article, I was like, I double-checked the date on this. This is an article from News Nation posted just yesterday. Members of a dive team searching the Chicago River for clues in a missing persons case say they found about 140 cars in the water.
Oh, jeez.
140 cars in the water.
I have never known how deep the Milwaukee River is during it. The channel that kind of runs through the old rock bottom and kind of connects to the 3rd Ward and all the way to Lake Michigan. I have no idea the depth of the water there, nor do I the Chicago River. I'm wondering about lingering dye effects. Every time they dye the river green for St. Patrick's Day, like, well, can't you just dye it blue the rest of the year and make it look nice? But apparently, no, they don't do that. I'm good. I'm not getting into this water, ever.
I like to kayak. I would go in and kayak, but I don't really need to jump in. I'm not taking a dive in, that's for sure.
Even kayaking in the Milwaukee River, a paddle of water flips up into my face, and I'm like, I don't know if I should eat or drink the rest of the day.
Oh, goodness. And actually, last night, a ton of people were kayaking in the water. Also boating, because it was homecoming over by the home bridge. It was awesome. Just a ton of people. And they've got, I don't know if it's Funk Tune, but they've got like a pontoon boat that's got a band on it.
There's plenty of funk down there.
And all of these people were kayaking around it.
Yeah, it sounds nice. And then you dip your oar into the water and wonder why it's not there when you get it out. Yeah, well,
it's a great way to see the city from a different vantage point.
Well, it is. I don't think you want to be swimming in it. I don't think the Milwaukee River or Chicago River are all that different. It's full of muck, stuff, poop, bad things, and I wouldn't go swimming in it.
Don't drink the water.
And now, about your house. Eric Brown is the president of Siding Unlimited, your contractor for new windows, roofing, siding, decks, and a whole lot more. He knows about your house. So what do you know, Eric?
Recently, Siding Unlimited installed new windows in a home, and the homeowner loved the experience. Linda W. said, "I was extremely satisfied with the service that was provided by Siding Unlimited. I had a new roof and new windows installed in my house." Linda loved that she chose the right company for peace of mind. She also loved the colors. Larry, another Siding Unlimited customer, was thrilled with the experience. Larry's home looks brand new. Go to our Siding Unlimited Instagram page and see our pinned message to listen to Larry's testimonial, but also see his house. Again, Siding Unlimited, knocking it out of the park. Looking for new windows, siding, roofing, and doors? Visit the 5-time Pella Platinum Premier National Window Contractor of the Year winner at sidingunlimited.com. Definitely listen to Larry on Instagram at Siding Unlimited LLC.
Eric and his crews at Siding Unlimited are your go-to contractor here for roofing and also replacement windows, decks, and of course siding. They've done it all at the Matzek households over the years. It started with windows, transforming our 1953 Milwaukee home into something beautiful. And then, on our new house, brand new LP Smart Side siding. Built 8 years ago, our house still looks brand new. Make sure to connect with Eric about patio projects as well. They've expanded our outdoor living space to an area fit with a beautiful cedar pergola, paver patio, gas fire pit, and more. The best in lighting? I can control it from my phone. All there at Siding Unlimited. Truly siding and a whole lot more. Take the next step and check them out at sidingunlimited.com. Siding Unlimited. Truly siding and a whole lot more. It's 12:30. I'm Greg Matzek. This is Wisconsin's Midday News. Your top story, recovering after a house fire.
I'm Jessica Tighe. FEMA aid assistance in Waukesha County.
ABC News, I'm Michelle Franzen. A federal judge has tossed out a $15 billion defamation lawsuit against the New York Times brought by Donald Trump.
Just 3 days after President Trump filed his lawsuit, a federal judge tossed out the case on Friday in a blistering ruling that called the lawsuit, quote, decidedly improper and impermissible. Judge Stephen Midday said Trump's lawsuit spent too much time praising the president and not enough time justifying why Trump believes he was defamed by the New York Times and Penguin Random House. The judge gave Trump's lawyers 4 weeks to refile the lawsuit in, quote, a professional and dignified manner. Peter Haralambous, ABC News.
The CDC Vaccine Advisory Panel meeting for a second day on vaccine schedules for children. The panel expected to take a vote later today on COVID-19 doses. Yesterday, the panel recommended separating the long combined MMRV vaccine. President Trump held a call with China's leader today, calling it productive. It included progression on the TikTok deal, he says, to keep the app running in the U.S. This is ABC News.
A Milwaukee firefighter is recovering after being hurt while battling a blaze this morning. It happened near 38th and Wright. Crews responded to a heavy fire in a vacant home. The roof later collapsed. Firefighter was taken to the hospital, has already been released.
Merging the West Dallas and Wauwatosa fire departments for the good of both communities.
The West Dallas Common Council has already voted yes to the merger. Wauwatosa Fire Chief Jim Case tells WTMJ.
The initial reports and what we're looking at, we don't plan to close any fire stations. We're not planning to shut down any fire trucks. So what our citizens and our customers are going to see is exactly what they see today. You call 911, a fire truck's going to leave any one of those stations. Response times are going to be at least as good as they are today, if not maybe even a little better.
Chief Case also says that pooling resources may increase staffing and efficiency and encourages community feedback. The Wauwatosa Common Council votes on the merger September 30th. Elizabeth Linton in WTMJ News.
FEMA disaster recovery centers are coming to Waukesha County.
Butler, Brookfield, and Muskego and assist people applying for federal aid after last month's historic flooding. Officials say the centers will connect people with local, state, and federal agencies, answering any questions they might have about their application. The first center in Butler will be opening Tuesday, and to apply for FEMA individual assistance is November 12th. In Waukesha, Neil Doyle, WTMJ News.
Well, much more on this story with Waukesha County Executive Paul Farrow coming up in about 5 minutes.
Tensions rise between the Wisconsin Department of Public Instruction and the U.S. Department of Education. State Superintendent Dr. Jill Underlay called